Você já imaginou ter na sua estante uma miniatura daquele carro que você gosta tanto de usar no seu jogo favorito? Ou então, quem sabe, uma miniatura de um carro nacional que marcou história para você, para o seu pai, para o seu avô? Te convido a conhecer então a loja do teu pai na Shopee, com dezenas de miniaturas para todos os bolsos e todos os gostos.
Well, with the 0.3 version, we saw a very good gap for what was the 0.2 before. We improved quite a lot performance, tire model, and so on. And the 0.4 that we are seeing now in preview will introduce an advanced, even more refinement of the tire model and the behavior on the curves. So we are listening what the community is asking for, and we are working on some specific cars like the Porsche Cayman or the BMW M4, the spoiler, the M3 CLSS. That is one of the most iconic cars in Germany, that we love it. All these cars will be available in the 0.4 version, as well as the Nordschleife Life and the Nürburgring GP that are be available also here in preview at the Fanatec and other booths, so that you can play it finally, the Nordschleife. That is a first bite of what you can expect to see in the free roam in the next months. About the free roam, there are, I need to apologize, because since we had to be focused on the features and the issues we had with the first release of the early access, we had to focus on what was already released and available to the public, because we want to guarantee the best possible quality. So we changed the roadmap in order to fit with the updated schedule. But the free roam is there. Of course, there are artists that never stop to work on it, but all the programming team that is responsible also for the gameplay, the interactive locations, and so on, needed to stay focused on some specific feature of the track part of Evo. So what you are seeing now is with the new graphics engine, the Nordschleife updated to the very last version, a laser scan in all its beauty, so that you can finally, even in Evo, relive the thrill of this beautiful track. We are Italian. Assetto Corsa is an Italian game, an Italian company.
You're Italian?
Yeah.
You're saying.
But we are just crazy for this country. And not because I'm here in Germany, but I spend in Germany, most of the time I spend it outside Italy. We decided to make this a free roam in the FL area, not just because the data, the leader data were available thanks to the German government, but because every time we come in the FL region, in the Nordschleife, we see that is the heaven of the motor valleys. Is a beautiful place. As soon as you go close to the Nordschleife, you start to see crazy cars, the most beautiful cars. Even people, men and women with 67, 80 years old, they drive beautiful tweaked Volkswagen Golf. Is actually something that you don't see in Italy. So we prefer far more the Germany by this point of view. And we wanted to recreate the beautiful Eiffel region with the Nordschleife in the middle at the very best. So we are working night and day because we want to give you the ultimate experience. Actually, personally, in my spare time, in the little spare time I have, I spend the time with the rally and driving on the roads at the Nürburgring.
There it is.
Not the Nürburgring, the track, but the Nürburgring region. Because even with a Volkswagen Golf, a Mini, a normal car, you can have a lot of fun. So we are in the maximum respect of the most iconic details or the Nürburgring, we are recreating this beautiful place. And literally, you can drive, you will drive everywhere. You can go on-road, off-road, sorry. And you can go literally everywhere. And we are working so hard in order to give you the thrill and the beauty to drive, even not so fast, but for the real pleasure of driving on the most beautiful roads. And we are working also with the local companies because we want to recreate the spirit of this place so that you will find a lot of points of interest that maybe even if you know the region, you might not know. And if you want to have a walk in the Black Forest, you can go everywhere. This is not Skyrim. This is Assetto Corsa Evo.
I will hit every single tree, I can guarantee it. I'll be
yeah.
testing those trees for sure.
Well, actually, this is not just a real, this is a real poor gameplay, so that this is exactly what you will get in the free roam when we'll be ready. We are working so hard, but before than that, we want to continue to improve all the other aspects of Evo, performance-wise, physics, time model, gameplay. But we are working in order to make the first part of the free roam available already next year. I read somewhere months ago that the free roam will not arrive in Evo before the 1.0 version, but it will arrive during the early access program. Also because we want the community giving us the feedback. We know for sure that we'll receive a lot of comments and suggestions from the locals. Okay, you are missing this part, this part, this part. So that you can see this is a standard road and this is the Nordschleife. So that you can imagine also that in multiplayer, some people will lay around the track and others will just park the car to see other people working in multiplayer. We are working to populate the area with the AI traffic, the NPC, the not playing character, because we want to make the place alive. So there is a lot of work to be done yet, but we are working also to create a navigation system, point of interest, so that if you've never been there, actually, you can use Evo as your yellow pages, so that the very first time you will go on the track or in the area, this is a spoiler about one car that will arrive in the franchise. Easy to recognize, but I won't tell. But this is exactly what you can expect to do in the free roam. By the way, I discovered, thanks to Evo, that there is a little lake not so far from the Adenau village. That actually is the very first place I want to visit next time I will go there. So, the beauty of the free roam is that Assetto Corsa is 100% racing and driving simulation. So for the very first time, you will be able to enjoy a realistic physics on real roads. Also in the way how we decided to reproduce the roads, we didn't make them wider just to have a different kind of gameplay. All the places, all the restaurants, all the roads, the layout, the bands are being reproduced like the real one. Because we believe also that if you drive crazy on the roads, except that you will crash in any place, you couldn't get the beauty of just the pleasure of driving. So, and if you need an hotel, a restaurant in the area, you can call us and we give you some piece of advice. So, if you know the place and you know Numero 27, that is one of the most famous restaurants in the area, when we showed it to the owner, the project, he went just crazy. He offered beer to everyone. And we are so glad because also the people, the local people, they really enjoyed and engaged with the concept of Evo. This is the classic kind of things you can do if you like. Friday will be happy to see that we use the Puro Sangue in that way, but who cares? So, And this is not scary. This is still Assetto Corsa. If you like, because you can imagine that he's a real blah, 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 videos and so on, my colleague Davide, with my standard laptop just behind your shoulders, is playing the game real time. So you can see that on a standard laptop with an NVIDIA 4060M, is playing the game right in front of you. With a gamepad, I'm sorry, but we can't move a steering wheel like here. So I guess you know quite well the place. I guess that we changed the time multiplayer so that from 6:30 p.m. to midnight, I guess, we can show you also the time of the day. And I would suggest to Davide to turn off the light, pressing the L button. Here we go. So that when it is going to be darker, you will see the road again. I've been, even this year, in June, in the Eiffel region. And since I trained a lot driving in the free roam, the feeling to be for the first time in some secondary roads, that it was like I lived there in the area, was unprizable, because this is absolutely great, because the place is real. Of course, many private houses and buildings are generic also for privacy reasons, but all the most characteristic areas, including the Nürburgring Castle, are there exactly in the way you want. And the incredible thing is that you can drive on the roads, and eventually, in a few seconds,
Davide's not going for a lap record.
yeah, you can enter the track and having a lap in the Nordschleife, living the thrilling of being there in a one-on-one match with the real thing. And here we go. So,
Watch the cones.
watch the curbs and watch the cones. So that's it. What you have just seen is a very first bite of what you can expect early next year. We are working at the very best to give you the very same dream. I'm surprised because, you know, in a live event like this, if something can go wrong, usually it goes. No, it's already done. So for the very first time, it worked and it worked fine.
I
So-
still have 2 more days. So.
In terms of 0.4, we'll have the Nordschleife, but not only, because for the first time in the Assetto Corsa franchise, we are very glad to introduce the beautiful racetrack of Road Atlanta, United States, as well as Alton Park, 9 cars. Also, the Sebring track will arrive soon next year. And another little surprise we have is that in the original program for the roadmap of Assetto Corsa, the 1.0 version was scheduled to have 15 officially licensed tracks, will be 20, and others will be added because we take advantage of the delay of the release of the 1.0 version that will come next year, and we added other 5 officially licensed tracks that will be unveiled through the time. So the 100 cars have been confirmed. The Ferrari, I guess, I don't know if you have seen it already, but also the Ferrari SF25 will be part of the 0.5 version, as well as the McMurtry Spearming, the first EV car you will not complain for, because if you know the car, is a prototype with the fans mounted under the floor so that you can get an incredible grip with the ground and actually is the real video game. We are working closely with McMurtry in order to reproduce the thrill of this amazing car at the very best. So we are working night and day to give you what you expect from an Assetto Corsa product, like Evo, and now like Rally. So thank you guys very much,
Thank you.
very,
Is that
very
it?
much.
Nothing
because,
more? No more?
No. At least not me, because I'm too old for the shit, so.
What do you think, guys? Pretty cool? Thank you so much for
Thank you.
the exclusives here with Kunos. Thank you for the update as well. Wish you the very best of luck with the products as well.
Thank
Well
you
done.
very much. Thank you.
Let's take a quick look at this.